One thing I can't stop thinking about is Milli Vanilli. And if you're saying to yourself, ooh, what's a Milli Vanilli? That sounds delicious. I'd like to try that. It's not a food item. I'm going to tell you what it is so the rest of this makes sense. Milli Vanilli were a couple of super handsome German dancer, actor, model kind of guys. Just think like an extension of Derek Zoolander's team on Zoolander, okay? Like they would have come over and hung out with those guys. And they like to wear biker shorts, okay? So they met each other and decided to start a band. Now, they were not great, but they looked amazing, okay? So this older, kind of dorky German disco guy, he's a producer. He had a kind of a hit band before. He sees them and he says, ooh, I could do something with these guys. And he went to them and he said, guys, I'm gonna make you stars. And they said, stars? And he said, stars. And they said, yes. Yes. Yes, we want to do it. Okay, so they went into the studio. And guess what? He didn't let them make any music. He just made an album with his guys from his old disco days, some other guys singing. Then he had Milli Vanilli go around and lip sync the album and wear biker shorts and dance. And they looked great and they lip synced great. And everybody loved them and loved the album and they won a Grammy. And then all the people who didn't win a Grammy were like, hey, these guys were just lip syncing. We can see it. We're real singers. Except for when we lip sync. But you know, we know. And so they got busted. And they didn't just get canceled, they got destroyed. They have been the punchline of jokes for the last 30 years. But it's not like it was their fault. They didn't have this producer tied up in their basement. Give us another song or you'll get the hose again. No. He came to them. It was his plan. He created these guys, and then they got destroyed, and he's probably still producing music, whatever. So, I went along with it when I was a kid. I mean, when it happened, yeah. I have definitely bagged on Milli Vanilli. I'm not going to pretend like I was some sort of like super saint. But I can't stop thinking of them because, A, there have been other things that have involved lip syncing that nobody was like, oh, this is lip syncing. Forget about it. Audrey Hepburn, My Fair Lady, she didn't sing a note. Nobody was like, Audrey Hepburn's canceled. Get her out of here. We hate her from now on. Do not let girls put pictures of her up in their dorm rooms in college. We hate her. No. Audrey Hepburn is huge. Nobody canceled her. And B, the internet is full of influencers just lip syncing. And they're not lip syncing to full songs. They're not doing a whole dance routine on stage for 45 an hour. You know, they're just doing a 3-minute lip sync thing. And a lot of times they're not even lip syncing to songs. They're just lip syncing to like, somebody that sounds funny saying something. Oh, my grandma ate a chicken sandwich and guess what? It made her fart. They're getting sponsorship deals. Milli Vanilli canceled. Grandma farted because she ate a chicken sandwich, gets a deal with Chick-fil-A. And that is why I just can't stop thinking about Milli Vanilli, because it's just like, if they were out now, if they had just like been created in 2024, they would just be the biggest thing on TikTok. Everyone would love them. But they were the bad guys because they lip synced in the 90s.